Good morning, guys. I am here to give you my honest opinion about the movie Straw, a Tyler Perry movie, and the recognizable actresses that I know is Sherry Shepherd, Taraji P. Henson, and if I'm pronouncing her name right, Tatiana Taylor. I've seen some other characters, male characters, also in the movie that I've seen in other Tyler Perry movies and or plays. I have a dear friend that recommended that I watch the movie because she thought myself and Taraji P. Henson character shared some similarities. And one of the similarities that my friend pointed out was when it rains, it pours, going through life issues and being a mother who's trying to support her children or child. Um, Afterwards, I went to YouTube, researched the movie, watched the trailer, and listened to a few reviews. Most of the reviews that I listened to was videos speaking against the movie, saying that it was spiritual in a negative way, that is opening up negative portals, how it can affect the viewers negatively. I've heard in most reviews how Tyler Perry is setting the black woman back, how he is making us out to be poor and trashy and undesirable. Okay. Um, I seen or watched one video where a gentleman was given his unbiased review of the movie, and I totally appreciate his commentary on the movie Straw. I want to reference the Bible. I can't quote the Bible, but I'm referencing the Bible and I'm paraphrasing. There's a scripture in the Bible that goes a little something like this: we will become selfish. Paraphrasing, referencing the Bible, that we will become selfish, a selfish nation, all into us, no one else matter, me, 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 me. And those kind of people I refer to as being takers. You take, 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 take because it's all about self, it's all about you, and nothing else and no one else matter. Now, am I against being selfish? No, when it comes to some things. When it comes to you. But when other people are involved, it's no longer about you, it's about us. And Tyler Perry movie Straw is about us. When I say us, I'm opening up the circle. I'm widening the circle. It's women. White, black, Asian, Hispanic, whatever comes after that. We all have been down to the last straw. We as women can relate to when it rains, it pours. If it's not one thing, it's 12. If it's not one thing, it's another. Who cannot relate? I'll wait. Who cannot relate to this is the last straw? This is the last and final straw. I'm going to snap. How many of you women then went from 0 to 1,000? How many of you said, if one more time, one more thing, I'm going to go off? And you lose your mind. You just go blank and start spewing words and profanity, profane language, undesirable, unpleasant language. And then when you get all of that out, I can't believe I done that. I did that. I said that. I was totally out of my character. You know that's not my character. You know I wouldn't do nothing like that, right? There was a show on TV called Snap, featuring women of all races, all backgrounds. Snap. And their last and final straw, they end up incarcerated like Taraji P. Henson character. Because she snapped. Taraji P. Henson character Janiyah. Spoiler alert, let me say that. Taraji P. Henson character Janiyah took a loss. Leading up to the death of her daughter, her daughter. After the passing of her daughter, that was the greatest hit. Her going through the motion as if her daughter was still alive. Going through the motion because it was a routine. To wake up, eat, bathe, and off to school. And her daughter letting her know, Mother, I need my lunch bill paid. Because that was the plan for that morning. But it couldn't carry out because she died the night before. Tell me, ladies, the ones who believe Tyler Perry is setting the black woman back, making us look tired, making us look poor, making us look like all we ever have is problems. Tell me, If you never been a Janiyah, tell me you haven't had a situation when it rains, it pours. If there's not one thing, it's another. Tell me you have not had that experience where you had to snap. You can't relate? You couldn't go beyond your selfish ways to say there is a Janiyah out there? It may not be me. It may not be you. But it is someone. Or has been someone, and or will be someone. The importance of that movie to me, the takeaway, is her saying she's always had to stand alone. How her and her daughter were invisible. Could this be Tyler Perry's way of acknowledging those women? To make a movie about those women, that there are some people out here that cares? Sinbad character vouched for Janiyah. Her co-worker vouched for her. Strangers vouched for her. But you, Miss Goody Two-Shoes, think about yourself and how he's setting you back. Commentary about the wigs. Tyler Perry could care less about a wig. He's writing. He's directing. Possibly interviewing and selecting people to play in his movie and writing checks. When you check the credits will tell you who's responsible for the hair. And that's down there to Tyler Perry. I'm sure. Down there. I'm trying to get this production. I'm trying to push this movie out so I can move on to the next project. No one's thinking about hair. And if you is concerned about hair, because these are characters, and maybe it is set up for the character to look that way. But no, you're thinking about your $300, $1,000 wig and your celebrity hairdresser. You're not thinking about the women out here that do not have the resources and the advantages as you. How many of you out there have had a child or children to pass away? I know several women who lost a child from birth to old age. But I'm going to keep it right here in our age group. Mothers, 50 and under, who has lost a child. Do you know the psychological damage? Maybe it wasn't a child, maybe it was a parent. Maybe it was your granny, your auntie, your uncle, someone that took care of you, someone that was prominent in your life. A best friend, an educator, whoever, on down to your pet. You did more than just eat ice cream and bonbons. You cried. You talked to them. Some of you make altars. Some of you feed them spiritual food and real food and put water out for your people. Alcohol, you go to the grave and put balloons and flowers and Hennessy and blunts and cigarettes and all that stuff that they liked. And here, Janiyah is going through the motion as if her daughter was still alive. She was at her breaking point. When you examine Janiyah's character, she was a sweetheart. How many of us say that the darnest things happen to the nicest people? The co-worker said she's quiet. She doesn't have friends. All she has is a daughter. The mother. Go back and look at the mother character. What is you talking about? Why you acting like this? What you doing that for? Does that sound like a person that supports her? No, she accused her. She attacked her. What you doing this for? What's wrong with you? What do you mean? You reminded me that I lost my daughter last night. All I wanted is what's due, just due. My home, food, take care of my daughter, pay her lunch tab, get my check, cash my check, and go home and try to feed my daughter and prepare for the next work day and school day. The movie shows your character, audience, through the landlord. I don't give a damn about your situation. I don't give a damn about your daughter. Give me my money. I don't give a damn about your daughter being sick. I don't give a damn about the ambulance showing up getting your daughter. I don't care about you standing out here in the rain, hollering and screaming, looking towards the heavens for help, because there is no help in her mind eye level, nowhere around me. But you don't see that. You see portals being open. You're seeing undesirable wigs. You see Tyler Perry at it again, making black women look bad. I don't see personally how he made black women look bad in that movie. If anything, I saw strength, resilience, and a cry, a call to action. And oftentimes it's the quiet ones that are suffering. Stop thinking people is weird. Stop thinking that people is indifferent without a cause or a reason. Stop hurting people who is already hurt or broken. I've been in the hood. I've been in the trenches. I've been in the street. And there are women, and I'm not saying this is where all of them are. I can't make that claim. But what I'm about to say is based on the character, the setup. Here's a single woman with a 7, 8-year-old child who is sickly that needs her immediate attention. She's afraid that the daughter may do something that would excite her and cause her to have a seizure. There is medication that the mother has to keep up with. She has an indifferent boss. Appears to be a strict mom, a not so caring mother, a friend who wants to help, but my pride, I can't let you in because I'm aware this is my responsibility. It's obvious all she do is work and go home, work and go home. We see noodles on the table. We know how much noodles cost. I would rather be eating prime rib, but I can't because noodles for $1. And here she works at a grocery store and can't afford the groceries. Why would she cook a big meal when she said that the daughter barely eat? She can't eat like she want to. Her appetite, her illness won't allow it. And you don't think that's someone's child today? You don't think that's a mother's situation today with the price of eggs being outrageous and other grocery food items? And you don't think that's someone's situation? Hmm? You don't think that it's real that you get accused for something that you didn't do? Maybe that's called gaslighting. Hmm? And you know you didn't do it. You know you didn't say it. But someone accused you. Most of us lost our jobs that way. So did she. Got accused of knowing the robbers. Have you lost a relationship, a pet, anyone that was near and dear to you? And you may talk outside your head sometimes, or you may dress and look a way that you wouldn't ordinarily look because you just lost touch with reality. I have friends and friend of a friend that lost a child, and they lost their minds, lost weight, excessive amount of weight, talking outside their head, don't open their door, don't answer their phone, can't go to work, cannot function. Maybe even had to go on medication. Some of them had nervous breakdowns and they did not come back to what they used to be. How dare you say that that movie is not good for the black woman? It may not be good for the black woman, but it's good to some woman, a woman. Get yourself out of this. If it does not apply, let it fly. That was an excellent movie. It was long and drawn out. I fell asleep and woke up and it was still on. I do not care for movies that is just centered in one place. It gets boring. But this was just a mother who lost it for a moment. A woman who couldn't accept that her daughter was gone. That is my take, my opinion, and just open your mind. Stop jumping on the bandwagon. Stop making things out to be more than what it is. I mean, I really felt people reaching just because it's a Tyler Perry movie and people have their opinion and their take on Tyler Perry. This man has the power to bring everyday life situations to the big screen, to let people know, we know you here. know your struggle. You're not forgotten. You guys are not that well off. You're not just doing and exceeding anyone else. So what? You haven't been evicted. But rest assured, you've been evicted and rejected. And if it wasn't you, you know someone. How is that setting a person back? Rent is ridiculous these days. Absolutely ridiculous. And some of you all is paying thousands of dollars for rent, and the projects, the slum, the ghetto, the hood is right across the street from where you live. And you uppity niggas. When did y'all get so uppity? Who came up with classes? Who developed middle class, lower class, upper class? We all in this. We all are in this. Where you going? You so uppity and you so advanced and you so put together. Why are you here with us? Leave. You so well put together and you appalled and thrown about the movie Straw. Tyler Perry got more money than you will ever see. Got bigger, better, greater things. No one knows you. No one knows your name. And he himself can't disappear with all he have going on. But I guarantee, because he made it, because he came from rags to riches, if all of his movies were about rich, you would have something to say about that. He didn't start rich. That's not reality. Taraji P. Henson character is reality. There's no middle for you niggas. It's either here or there with y'all. You can't meet in the middle. You don't understand the middle. You didn't get so high because your wigs is $1,000, because your butt is sitting up on your shoulders and your titties is pointing so far out, you know, that's not real. That's what's making the black woman look bad. That you're concerning yourself with a wig. That you're concerning yourself being set back. How would you know about being set back if you could not relate to that storyline? It was a reminder, maybe, for you. And it took you back. Okay, well then you're not healed. You need to go and get healed, because if you see one more movie like that, you're liable to snap. That's just my opinion. My friend dressed fairly nice. When her son passed and someone took a picture of her while she was over her son's grave, she looked like she was 70 years old. And that woman ain't even in her 50s. I'm not talking about her. I'm just letting you know how your mind. I'm a friend to my friend who lost her son. She says she still pay her son phone bill, and he been dead for a year or two. Then other mothers start chiming in on Facebook, leaving posts about how they have their child room just the way it was. Me being on this side would think to pack it up so you can get past it, so you can get over it. But these people cannot let go. Tell me you don't know of someone like that still sets a plate at the table for the missing person. That shuts down and cannot live their life because they're mourning, because they are in disbelief. My friend says she spoke to her mom a few minutes before her mom passed away, and how she has a recording. I'm not sure of the conversation or a voice message or something that she's kept. I don't see how that's a setback for Black women. I don't see how it's opening up negative spiritual portals neither. This concludes my review, my rant, my feedback on other people's reviews. Until next time, love yourself, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself and others.